Hello, nice to have you join us on the news at 5, reaching you from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Dominic Iwiwu, and these are the stories and reports we're tracking at the moment. The Senate has deferred consideration of the report on the Electoral Act 2022 Repeal and Enactment Bill of 2026, resolving to reconvene in an executive session to scrutinize the proposed legislation before taking a final decision. The decision followed deliberations on the report of the Senate Committee on Electoral Matters during plenary today. It was considered in the absence of the committee chairman, Senator Samuel Lalong, as lawmakers agreed to step down debate on the report to allow senators time to study the bill in detail, with consideration now expected to resume tomorrow. An executive session has also been scheduled to enable closed-door discussions on sensitive aspects of the proposed reforms. Although the House of Representatives has already passed the bill, the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, underscored the need for thorough scrutiny, given the bill's implications for the nation's electoral process. According to the committee's findings, after a clause-by-clause analysis of the bill, enacting the bill would leave Nigerians with an enduring legacy of electoral integrity, enhanced transparency, and public confidence. Early images from the headquarters of the Federal Capital Territory Administration indicates that work has resumed. Though workers are seen trickling in, a high presence of security operatives can be seen parked just right across the gate of the Secretariat. This follows the strike called by the Joint Union Action Committee, which was ruled out by the National Industrial Court yesterday, January 27, 2026, in a suit instituted by the FCT administration against the JOAC. The ruling, delivered by Justice Emmanuel Sibilim, instructed the workers to suspend the industrial action pending a hearing and determination of the originating summons. The union, JOAC, had earlier accused the FCTA of breaching agreements and unpaid wages and allowances, among other demands. The FCTA administration, led by the minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike, had earlier said his administration had met a reasonable amount of their demands. However, it is unclear whether the FCT workers will fully sustain this momentum to resume work or they retract on the court ruling. We'll bring you more details as we keep monitoring activities at the FCTA Secretariat.
We're right here at the FCT administration's headquarters in Abuja, and it appears the FCT workers have resumed in earnest. And though they're trickling in bits, but work has in fact resumed in earnest. Days before this, these FCT workers have been on strike due to what they described as inaction on the part of the FCT administration and also unpaid wages and allowances. Due to this, the FCT administration instituted a case at the National Industrial Court mandating these workers to resume work. And yesterday, the National Industrial Court ruled that these FCTA workers should resume duty. And now what we can say is that these workers have now resumed. Well, we don't know yet if this Joint Union Action Committee will sustain this momentum or retract on this decision. However, there's a high presence of security operatives right here at the FCT administration. Well, we'll bring you more details as this story unfolds. From the FCT administration headquarters, Kumbi Aboluade, Channels Television News.
Now, the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has sent a solidarity message to the striking workers of the Federal Capital Territory, whom the Industrial Court ordered to suspend their actions, describing the ruling as surprising and distasteful. A statement by the Acting General Secretary of the NLC, Mr. Benson Okpa, urges the workers not to allow their hearts be broken, as the court ruling cannot weaken the resolve of already injured workers. The statement also faulted the court for failing to look into the allegations brought forward by the workers, including allegations of non-remittances of National Housing Fund and pension deductions. The statement further puts on notice organizations and individuals violating the provisions of the Pension Fund Act and National Housing Fund Act for a serious engagement with the NLC. The statement also asked workers and organs of the NLC to be on high alert over the recent development. The Nigerian Police Force, Ekiti State Police Command, has uncovered an illegal baby factory located in Ikere local government area of Ekiti State. Addressing journalists in Ado-Ekiti, the police commissioner, Ekiti Command, Joe Eribo, said the command received the tip-off and arrested one Onyechi Uluwadari, 43, alongside 4 other suspects behind a popular hotel along Ishi-Ekiti Road, Ikere, Ekiti. Others arrested include 28-year-old Onolha Gloria, Victoria Linus, 25 years old, Ihegbogu Mercy, 21 years old, and a heavily pregnant 23-year-old Emmanuel Esther. The statement read in part, open quote, on the 24th of April 2026 at about 8:30 hours, the command received a credible tip-off that the prime suspect, Oluwadari Onyechi, runs an illegal baby factory alongside 4 other suspects somewhere behind Inisha Hotel and Suites along Ishe-Ekiti Road, Ikere, Ekiti. Upon the receipt of the information, the command operatives swung into action, cordoned off the premises, users for the illegal business, and arrested the prime suspect and the 4 other accomplices. After a search was conducted in the premises and 6 children within the age of 2 and 9, reasonably suspected to be under bondage and exploitation, were rescued, including other items such as baby delivery materials. Speaking with the prime suspect in the alleged baby factory, Onyechi denied the allegation, saying she only prays in the building for those seeking God's favor. The command operations also arrested one Ibrahim Abubakar, a notorious cattle rustler and kidnapper. Investigation revealed that Ibrahim Abubakar has over the years rustled numerous cattle in Ekiti, Kwara and Kogi states and has been on the wanted list of the 3 states. During investigation, Ibrahim Abubakar confessed that he is into cattle rustling business and equally mentioned different occasions in the past where he attacked cattle owners and made away with their cattle. Now, at least 3 police officers lost their lives and 2 other officers sustained injuries, various forms of injuries, in an ambush launched by some suspected armed bandits in Katsina State. Those killed are ASP Abubakar Ibrahim, Inspector Umar Ahmad, and Sergeant Kalini Kabiru, while those wounded are CPL Abdulaziz Sani and CPL Daniel Jaffet. The incident occurred on Tuesday, 27th January 2026 at about 12:44 hours when the police team were on a routine anti-crime patrol along Guga village in Bakuri local government area of the state. Security sources said the incident happened when the officers were on a mission to repel an attack by the hoodlums in the area who were reportedly on arrival, started shooting sporadically. The police public relations officer of the Katsina State Police Command, DSP Abubakar Sadiq, also confirmed the incident in a statement on Wednesday. He noted that the injured officers were immediately rushed to the nearest hospital and are responding to medical treatment. He added that investigations have since commenced with a view to arresting the perpetrators of the dastardly act, and further developments will be communicated in due course. Now, as the world marks Global Privacy Day 2026, Nigeria is under increasing pressure to strengthen the protection of personal data in a rapidly expanding digital economy. From financial services to telecommunications and government platforms, concerns over data breaches, weak compliance, and low public awareness have raised questions about how safe Nigerians' data really is. In Lagos today, the Nigeria Data Protection Commission held a press conference to address these concerns and outline the way forward. Our correspondent, Paul Nathaniel, reports.
As digital services become deeply embedded in everyday life, the protection of personal data has emerged as a critical national issue.
The NDPC and all stakeholders.
Global Privacy Day 2026 comes at a time when Nigeria is grappling with rising cases of data misuse, from unsolicited marketing to major data breaches involving both private and public institutions.
Data protection a bit further.
The NDPC commissioner emphasized that data privacy is a fundamental right, not a privilege, stressing the Commission's commitment to strengthening enforcement, improving compliance, and building public trust in the digital space.
In addition to that, we're going to have a webinar, and there's going to be a roadshow tomorrow, moving from the Federal Secretariat to the Unity Fountain, to talk to people about data privacy and protection. There will be some TV appearances also to educate Nigerians about the need for data privacy and protection.
Despite regulatory frameworks, awareness remains a major challenge. Many Nigerians are still unaware of their rights to consent, data access, and redress, a gap that continues to undermine accountability.
For his opening remarks and as he reels out statistics, you're welcome, Honorable Minister.
Speaking on the broader implications, the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Mr. Bosun Tijani, linked data privacy to trust in the digital economy, noting that without strong data protection, Nigeria's ambitions for digital transformation and innovation could be severely undermined.
Let me say clearly, the success of Nigeria's digital economy will rest not only on infrastructure and talent, but also on trust. And I want everyone to believe this. So NDPC, the work you do is not just something that is in silo. Our sector will not be successful if you're not successful.
As Nigeria marks Global Privacy Day 2026, the message from regulators and policymakers is clear. Data protection must move from policy to practice. For a digital economy built on trust, safeguarding personal data is no longer optional. It is essential. Sunest Nathaniel, Channels Television News.
Now, some beneficiaries of the NDDC-funded Rural Poverty Alleviation Program, the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises, Niger Delta Life ND, in Akwa Ibom State have expressed gratitude to the interventionist agency for transforming their lives and community. The beneficiaries made the commendation during the third NDDC Oversight Monitoring Visit to Life ND incubation centers in Akwa Ibom State.
The Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprises, Niger Delta Life ND, is an agricultural empowerment initiative rolled out by the Niger Delta Development Commission in collaboration with the federal government and the International Fund for Agricultural Development. The program, which targets rural communities, seeks to promote agriculture value chain while ensuring food security and empowering youths and women.
Take care of my pikin, take care of my husband.
A team from the NDDC and the project coordinating office is visiting incubation centers in Akwa Ibom State to monitor progress, ensure compliance with project standards, and support the effective delivery of expected outcomes across participating states. At this incubation center in Nong Udoita community, Ibiono Ibom local government area, the beneficiaries are undergoing training and mentorship in poultry farming, and they are excited to receive the NDDC team.
We are going to make good use of it. This privilege, a lot of people are looking for this privilege. It's just by the grace of God. We have been favored among the thousands of youths looking for improvement in their livelihood. So we are going to make good use of this opportunity.
500,000 in 20 years can create multiple millionaires, and downliners that they can make out of it. So we are, myself on behalf of M-Farms and Green Estate and incubators here, we are very grateful, indelibly grateful, unendingly grateful.
The leader of the NDDC delegation encourages beneficiaries to make good use of the knowledge acquired and start-up capital to improve their livelihoods.
We interacted with the trainees and they were able to tell us what they've learned, and they can even stand on their own. And one thing very important is for us to know what we are offering, if it's enough to sustain people.
In Ndot Ikwe community, in a local government area, beneficiaries here are trained on cassava production, processing, and marketing. The Life ND project is also constructing a cassava processing mill in the neighboring Ibam Idet community to ease the burden of inadequate processing mills in the area.
The program has really brought in life and promising future for most of all these people, and it's a great thing. And I always encourage them to be focused and to always use every available resources given to them. They should use it wisely. In a nutshell, in totality, the program is very impactful, and I'm impressed.
In 2025 alone, the Life Energy project supported 1,420 beneficiaries in the region. The project is targeting over 100 rural youths and women across 10 communities in 10 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State in its first phase of implementation.
The Akwa Ibom State Governor, Umo Eno, has flagged off the construction of the Ibom Compressed Natural Gas CNG Mass Transit Terminal in Uyo. The governor described the project as a strategic investment in affordable transportation, clean energy, and economic growth. According to him, the facility is designed to serve intra-city and intercity commuters across the state.
The first batch of 50 CNG buses has been ordered, with delivery expected by April 2026. And Governor Mono made this known during the flag-off of the compressed natural gas mass transit terminal in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital.
All the 50 CNG buses that we have already ordered and paid for, all ordered and paid for. Through the Central Bank of Nigeria, remittances have been done, and we have paid to Isuzu. They came, our people went there, they visited, and we have already ordered 50 in the first phase. And they will start arriving from April this year.
The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Ekpo, described it as timely and strategic, as it aligns with the federal government's presidential compressed natural gas initiative.
Your Excellency, what you are doing is going into the agenda of Mr. President, the Renewed Hope agenda, and of course on CNG. When he withdrew fuel subsidy, he decided to replace it with utilization of gas in CNG, LPG, and all those things. And today you are thinking about the future of Akwa Ibom State. Sustainability of the environment is significant with the usage of gas, and that is exactly what you are doing.
Given an overview of the project, the Commissioner for Transport, Anthony Luke, said the terminal occupies over 62,000 square meters with facilities including CNG filling station, workshop, training school, loading bays, administrative and support infrastructure, among others.
This project, if you turn to your left, Your Excellency, the beauty is it has a technical college that will now move most of the keke riders, most of the minibus drivers into. Your Excellency, the technical college is going to bring out the best electrical engineers, the best mechanical engineers, the best kind of organizers. And Your Excellency, maybe you have not been told, this one project is going to bring out 500 drivers every blessed year.
The terminal and fleet will enhance commuter comfort while significantly reducing the state's fuel dependency.
In line with its infrastructural renewal drive, the Basi O2 administration, the Cross River State government has flagged off the construction of the 17-kilometer Boki East-West Road, a project expected to improve connectivity and stimulate economic activities in the area. Speaking at the event, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Peter O'Day, described the project as a clear demonstration of the administration's commitments to inclusive development and rural transformation. He noted that the road would improve access to essential services while opening up the area for agricultural expansion, trade, and investment.
The Boki East-West Road is a long-standing infrastructure need that serves several agrarian communities in Boki local government area. This road remained in poor condition for decades, making vehicular movement difficult, especially during the rainy season, and limiting access to markets, healthcare, and educational facilities. Residents have consistently called for government intervention to open up the corridor and unlock its agricultural and economic potential. It's against this backdrop that the administration of Governor Bassirou Atu officially flags off the construction of the 17 kilometers Boki East-West Road to ease the burden of commuting on the people. The governor is represented at the event by his deputy, Peter O'Day.
I assure you that the administration of Bassirou Atu, the governor of Cross River State, he says anything, he does it. During the campaign, he told us that this road, today we are here. We are here to flag up the road. Let me not use the word flag up. We are here to construct the road. And by the grace of God, this road will be constructed and the new road is going to start even before this road is completed.
Eramis Ekbang assured residents that the project will be executed in line with approved specifications and timelines for delivery.
And I want to assure the Boki people that the road, by the grace of God, with the pressure we are putting and what His Excellency has told me personally, will not just stop it. We are going to take this road by the grace of God down Kakwagom and Book area so that every other part of Boki will benefit from it. So I want to say thank you so very much to His Excellency. We believe in him, he's ours. We will stay with him even beyond 2021.
Community leaders at the event appreciate the state government for responding to their long-standing demand, pledging their cooperation to ensure the successful execution of the project.
If we have this road, we are free. No government can compete with it. No local government can compete with it. If we have this road, my prayer is God should give Prince Otu and his deputy long life.
Amen.
God bless him. Everything and everything in Jesus' name.
When completed, the 17-kilometer Boki East-West Road is expected to serve as a critical link within the area and further strengthen Cross River State's road network.
And in the world of business, Nigeria's capital market is gaining fresh momentum as reforms, broader investor inclusion and digital innovation begin to redefine its landscape. Temi Kpokpola, Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Exchange Group, says the market is emerging as a structured gateway for African and global investment, buoyed by macroeconomic reforms and stronger transparency. In 2025, the NGX All-Share Index delivered a significant return, driven by healthier corporate earnings, consistent dividends, and disciplined participation, rather than speculation. Mr. Kpokpola also highlighted growing participation from women and diaspora investors and stressed that technology platforms and new asset classes will support deeper market access and resilience in 2026. Now, Stanbic IBTC Holdings has posted a strong set of financial results, underlining its position as one of Nigeria's best-performing financial services groups. The company recorded gross earnings of 802.8 billion naira, up 24% year-on-year, while total income rose by more than 40% to 655 billion naira. Profit before tax surged nearly 77% to 393.8 billion naira, and profits after tax climbed over 52% to 278 billion naira. Earnings per share also rose to 1,731 naira, reflecting stronger profitability, lower interest costs, and a more resilient balance sheet. Now, Nigeria is positioning itself to benefit from one of Africa's largest procurement pipelines, with the World Bank reporting a $63.5 billion portfolio of active commitments across West and Central Africa. Local companies are already winning a majority of contracts under this program, which spans infrastructure, energy, transport, education, and agriculture. World Bank officials told a business seminar in Lagos that this presents huge opportunities for Nigerian suppliers to compete not just domestically but across the region. However, experts say challenges like access to finance and awareness remain barriers to broader participation. Global gold prices have remained elevated after hitting an unprecedented record above $5,300 per ounce, buoyed by strong safe haven demand and a weakened US dollar. Investors are holding positions near these highs as markets weigh profits taken against continued economic uncertainty and geopolitical risks. The rally reflects broader concerns over financial stability and currency volatility, with analysts saying gold's allure as a hedge remains firm amid mixed macroeconomic signals. Traders will be watching central bank moves and key economic data for clues on the next direction in precious metals. And that's it on the news at 5 on Channels Television. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Up next is The World Today. Enjoy the rest of your evening.